A normal home will aspirate air in and out. It's coming in through your eaves, it's coming in through your roof. In a spray foam, the outside barrier of your house is the thermal barrier. So we go up the walls, up the roof, down the other side of the wall. So your entire house is sealed just like a balloon. So now any air that comes in, you have control over. In a typical house built with the 2000 building code, they have like 6, 7, 8 air exchanges an hour of just air just coming in. So one of the great things is the indoor air quality is a lot better, less dust. So you think about, like in Arizona here, we have these haboobs that come through. A haboob is a cold front moving through, picking up dust. It picks up, mold spores, valley fever spores. It picks up all kind of dust. So your attic in a typical house that's is a vented attic, it's got hot air in there. Inside a spray foamed house, the attic is just a couple degrees warmer than the house. So in a traditional house made in the 1950s style of technology, we would insulate the walls, and then we would insulate the ceiling right above your house. So right above your drywall, you're going to have some kind of fiberglass or cellulose all blown in that area above there. So what ends up happening then, your attic gets really hot, because the biggest section of your house that's really getting radiated on is your roof. If you think the roof, so in order to try to cool that, along the eave, right where your roof meets your wall, they have holes, and they call that the bird's eye, but it's like all along there's vents that they put in there so air can come in, and they have a little baffle so the foam or the fiberglass doesn't block it off. And then on the top of your roof, either a ridge vent or up on the top, you have a roof vent, and that's where the air goes out. So as the hotter air gets, it expands. It gets just getting, because if it's really hot, it really starts expanding. So what happens is like, so you got pressure building up in your attic, because as the air expands, it has nowhere to go, so it starts shooting out the top vent and sucking air in through the bottom vents. Well, like we were saying earlier, when a haboob comes through, you're naturally just sucking all that dust right into your home. And because you got cold air coming, you got a superheated attic, that air is just flying out of there, sucking all your dust inside. And we used to do home energy audits all the time, and we would find if there was any leak on your intake vent, on your air conditioner, your HVAC unit, that dust would get sucked right into your home then, because you already bypassed the filter. So it's a lot cleaner to have the whole outside of your home being the thermal barrier and the air barrier also. So you control what air comes in and what air goes out, and that's a lot better way of doing it. Sort of like an operating room. They don't let air come in or out. They seal the air up, and then they filter the air, bring it in. Foam allows you to do that. Well, typically a house with spray foam is about 40% more energy efficient. And the main reason is, once again, that convection of air. You're not allowing the air to escape or get in. You already paid to air condition that air, keep it in your house. After 24 hours, there's no VOCs, and the house is already cured. So the one good thing about, we buy our foam from a local company right here in Arizona, so it's also green in the fact that there's no transportation costs. Our facility that makes the foam is literally 8 miles from our office.